what's it like having chronic pain, like a condition that you're working through on a regular basis, especially socially. It's very interesting because like I'm adorable, and so people don't see it, so it's hard for their brain to conceptualize it, which is interesting. But happens often in a lot of different aspects of life, especially understanding other people around the world, other identities, whatever. But it's funny, it's interesting because people are often like, well, for one, pretty privilege comes into play so much because people are like, oh, well, you're young, you're beautiful, you're cute, go get a man. Or what if you had a man friend, or they allude to doing something strange for some change. Very low amount of change at that. That's what's interesting and very funny. And I just wish, for one, we would stop projecting that onto people, especially our young girls. Like, what do they... I already know what that is, but it's just ridiculous that gets projected onto people so often. Like, I'm in pain. I do not feel good. My entire body hurts. My uterus and my womb, pelvic floor hurts to the point where, like, my doctor the other day asked me, like, do you want to just get a hysterectomy? I was like, well, I mean, I came in for my tubes tied, but I have been in pain for a long time, specifically with my womb. Like 18 years. What the fuck? And she's like, well, I mean, and you've seen 3 people in the pelvic floor. No, what is that? The Pelvic Pain Institute. And I've seen 6 OBGYN, maybe more before then. Like, I'm just at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm over it. So maybe you can have my womb. Maybe I want a hysterectomy. I don't. So I got some other things I'm gonna keep trying, because I have done a lot of work so far to work on my reproductive health, and I've gotten my cycle down from like 5 to 7 days to like 3 days, and maybe it's spotting on the 4th day, you know what I'm saying, which I really don't count. So like 3 days. And it's really only heavy bleeding the first 2 days. That last day is where it's like not too bad, you're still a little bit, and that, like I said, that 4th day barely spotting. Those last 2 are really spotting. Like, so I've gotten down a lot. I don't, it's not as bad as it was, but it's definitely still a thing. Definitely still a thing. So that's a whole other thing. On top of working with the fibromyalgia specialist / mitochondrial dysfunction, and then also working with, well, I need to be working with the hypermobility specialist, but my ass was like, I don't want to get on that wait list. It's a 2-year wait list. I don't need to be on that wait list. The doctor that diagnosed me don't see adults no more. So I should have got my ass on that wait list when they asked if I want to get on the wait list with me. I went in there and I'll keep being a bully just trying to see the physical therapist. My ass really actually should have just got on the actual wait list to see the doctor, because now I would be getting seen instead of still waiting. And that other doctor I was waiting for 2 years to see ended up being a bitch. It just wasn't in alignment. I'll just say that. She wasn't a bitch. She just wasn't in alignment. Just lack of understanding on so many levels. I need a culturally sensitive, or culturally aware, however you describe it, therapist that also understands like chronic pain and like sexual trauma from like an early age. That'd be great. Put that all in one. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, put that all in one. Let me get that. Okay, anyhow. Yeah. So that's how it is having chronic pain, especially being young. I'm 33. I literally walked into a doctor's office one day, and I told him my symptoms. He, for one, walked in and was like, oh, hey. And I was like, hey. Here we go. So I told him my symptoms. He said, oh, well, at least you're cute. Like, what the fuck? Ah! Like, what is that supposed to imply? People imply all the time I'm supposed to use my body, but my body hurts. My body's in a lot of pain. I don't want to thrust up on you and your funky body. Fuck. There's so many things to say. That's a whole other video. It's very interesting. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm just trying to figure it out. And then it's like, well, go the natural route and all that, especially with the pelvic pain. But it costs so much. So I just got to figure out how to give me a couple staple herbs. And it's funny because, like I said, I've done a lot so far. But just, I use nettles and red raspberry leaf. Nettles and red raspberry leaf. Excuse my little clip on y'all. It's big, but your girl got eye sensitivity. I can't see for shit. Hence why, suited and booted like this. Oh, hold on. That might be a good... Okay, back. I'm driving now. Allergies, man. Ooh-wee. Kicking me in the face. So like I was saying, and I was listening to something, they said this so perfectly. I like to listen to different topics. People elaborating on them, especially in an educational way. Love it. Very informative. Helps me give more dialogue and speak for myself, my own experiences. So what I was listening to was something about pretty privilege and the negative aspects of it, because like there's a lot of negative aspects. People are like, oh, that's silly, blah, blah, blah. Like, really stop and think. If people always view you as pretty and like you have no problems and you're okay, and when you ask for help, people are like, oh, you'll be fine. Or they project that, oh, well, you're pretty, you'll figure it out. You're beautiful, you can use your looks. Like, people don't always want to use their looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to do so much more. I know that sells, but that's also just a little demonic. If we're being honest, like, it's a little demonic. It goes against nature. People don't want to sell their souls. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really challenging and frustrating, because I myself ask for help on a regular basis and I don't get it, because people are like, oh, you're fine, you'll figure it out. Or what am I going to get for it? Or they want to flirt, or different things like that. So I have to get really careful about who I ask for help from. Rather hire, but also, once again, like, I'm really doing my best to get creative with how to get some like consistent extra income funds. Like, I'm grateful I'm able to figure out the basics and the necessities. Woo-hoo. And some of the extra stuff, like having someone come to help me, like with some of the heavy lifting I need to do or stuff like that, yeah. But also I got to get really creative, because early on in this journey of mine, very early, like before I was fully aware of what was going on with my health, my back hurts so bad, y'all. I don't know what is going on. I cannot get comfortable today. I got these cushions. They pretty cool, but I just got to move them around. And I need to get a back cushion. Why the hell does this lady have cows all over her car? This is so funny. There's one cow. There's like cow spots all over the car. Then there's the cow head looking like moo out the window at me. That's the funniest ish ever. Easily distracted cows. Okay, why would you put that on your car? Don't distract nobody else. Whatever. I don't know. It's a white car with black spots. Like, it's kind of funny. Anyhow, early on in this journey, I had a quadriplegic patient, and she was in a wheelchair. She kind of moved like her upper body, but like not fully. She had a job at the campus that she went to, where she was going there as a student. She had a diving accident, injured her neck. So now she's like working at the school, which I think is like a really dope full circle, you know, and she just has her way of getting around with doing everything. So I learned a lot from working with her, because I just learned a lot about like caregiving and how to do things differently, and, you know, modify everything. I say this all the time, like, modify your yoga, modify your movement, modify things that fit your body, your needs. Maybe you got injuries, so on and so forth. So I have to modify like how I stand due to like my back, some scoliosis. So like my right foot has to be forward because my left foot's a little long, but put my right foot forward, it helps balance things out. It's really weird. I didn't come up with it, the doctor did, and really interesting stuff. Postural restoration, highly recommend it. But he's 3 hours away. I can't be in a car for 3 hours. That's ridiculous. Now, don't get me wrong. Typically, yeah, but lately, just because my back and my neck and stuff has been hurting so much, like 3 hours is just a bit much. Especially because it's typically cold in the car, because obviously the person driving needs to have a cold. I usually go through my insurance and get a ride out there. So the taxi driver has a little cold in the car, like, burr, okay. Especially in the summer, it's just hard to always be going from super hot to super cold, and you got stuff like this on. My body, with the mitochondrial dysfunction, like, my body's not properly regulating temperatures. Like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out in like 2.3 seconds. So like, it don't make sense to be trying to do all that. I'm trying to stay grounded and stable, like not passing the fuck out. So yeah. So then I get there and it's freezing cold in the office, and that's rough to do movement in freezing cold. Like, I get so stiff and rigid and uncomfortable. And then I leave back in the car, cold again, after moving for 3 hours, right into mommy duties and my busy little nugget. He's so busy. Active. So, I mean, it'd be better now, because, like, he's still busy, but, like, he understands, like, yo, I had PT today, I'm exhausted, you know? So, there's that. And I want to do Pilates. I found a Pilates lady who does, like, osteo. She's familiar with hypermobility. Like, that's the lady I need to see. Not too expensive, actually. So I gotta see how I'm gonna make that work. I gotta see how I can finagle that. I might even just call it, do you ever do pro bono? So you never know, because sometimes people do, but especially in cases of disability, so on and so forth. But I just really need to figure out some extra cash for those extra little things and stuff, you know. Yeah. So it's very interesting. People have been very, very mean. during like the hardest time of my life with my health, and they're like, oh, you're lazy. Like, no. Oh, I get called princess a lot, and it makes me want to punch a bitch in the face. Especially by guys. Oh, princess, no, bitch. You know my entire body hurts. My hands hurt. Like, stop fucking playing with me. I've injured my neck. If you injure your neck, you have instability in your neck until you, like, I guess, get it healed. Or right now, this is a situation of maybe get prolotherapy, but I'm not really trying to do prolotherapy. That's a whole thing. So it's a whole very dangerous thing that no, I'm okay. I'm okay. No, thank you. We're not gonna make the situation worse trying to make it better. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyhow, I digest. Lord have mercy. People are very interesting. That's what I say to myself and do my own thing. It's very interesting. It's shaped a lot of my perspective on just like life and moving forward. I don't even know where I'm going, y'all. Hold on. Can I do it this way? So yeah, people have been very mean. General population just, oh God. So like, I mind my business and give myself a lot of grace because others won't, and they don't see, and they got their own issue going on. So, you know, a lot of people, especially in our society, push, go to an unhealthy degree. Like, take care of yourself. You're not a slave. You don't have to work yourself to the bone. Even if you're busy 24/7, like, you actually can take time to give yourself rest. Like, you need to. It's non-negotiable. This is coming from someone who has like a chronic condition. It's muscle and joint pain most of my life. Multiple injuries to my neck, my hips, my back, my neck, my back, my ankles cracked. Like, everything hurts. And I've injured my thumbs. I've injured a lot of shit. So I've learned also being that person like go. And I just like to, go. You need rest. You need wellness. You need active relaxation. Sleep. Sleep. Water. Food. Nutrition. The basics. It's so funny how simple it is. I digress. Yeah, it's very interesting having a chronic condition at a very young age, and people just treat you like you're faking. My doctors, though, the doctors that come through, the doctors switched up. They're paving the way for at least for this black girl here having a better experience with not being ignored in the medical system. So I'm very grateful for the doctors I've had, like 2, 3, maybe 4 of them. Yeah, they're like, I see you. It's real, it's legit. I got you, girl. Okay, I might have to hop off and hop back on again because I'll be back. Maybe. I don't even keep talking. This is long enough. I do want to talk more, so I'll be back. Just a gentle, friendly reminder to rest and take some time to get away from the stressors of life, specifically racism. It is challenging to constantly experience these things, especially when they make no sense. Dealing with ignorant people, negative people, irrational people, overgrown toddler people who berate you and also put you in danger can be exhausting and draining and depleting. The system wants you drained. So remember to rest, to hydrate, to shake that shit out, to shake it off as much as you can, and to not internalize it. Because you are amazing. You are made in the image of God. And the fact that people don't like you just because of how you look, your skin tone, your religion, your identity, who you identify as. Worry about your own identity. They don't know how to mind their business. It's okay. Sometimes it's not the racism. Sometimes it's the negative people in our day-to-day lives that we run across. Most people got their own ish going on and they're just trying to find a way to navigate. And a lot of us don't have good coping with stress. So that's why I'm here to remind you to breathe a little bit. Try to extend it, y'all. I ain't have it in there. But you gotta breathe in and you gotta breathe out. It's so simple sometimes to just remember to just stop, collaborate, and listen. I'm just fine. But just stop for a moment, especially in the heat of a moment, and breathe. Because sometimes we can anticipate it or expect it from those who are not our enemy and who do not have hate for us. So I pray that you do have healthy, positive, enlightening interactions. I just had a really good one actually with someone of a different ethnic background, and it was just so positive and so full of love and so radiant. And I absolutely love and appreciate it. I don't know where I'm going, so I should probably get off of here. But I just wanted to tell you that really quick. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Peace.